Filling in for Guy Junker this week, his WT Channel 4 colleague Justin Rose, and I'm Ken Laird. Welcome to TribLIVE.com. Welcome to almost All-Star break time, Jay Rose. 3 Pirates heading there. Big week, division games the last 7. The Pirates 5-1 in July. What gives?
I mean, this is a team. I'm wearing my Pirate hat today. You can see.
You're all fanned up today.
It's a team that's easy to root for, especially with how they've been playing, how they've been winning, how they've been doing the things that Clint says their identity is shaping up to be. That's what's exciting about them right now. Of course, you're supposed to win 8 of 10 against the slop that just came through the homestand. But it'll be a good test for them this week. 7 games, 4 against St. Louis starting tonight. 3 in Cincinnati, who just beat took 2 of 3 from the Brewers. So it's important that they at least go 4 and 3 for me over the next week. One
piece of that slop that just came through was A.J. Burnett. He was roundly applauded. You were there for the game, PNC Park yesterday. What would grade the applause? Would you say it was raucous? Was it forced? Was it? It was an A-. I would say. I was really impressed. I thought, you could hear the couple of, Yin's boos, but there was a good standing ovation, and it was really nice. The Pirates did a tribute video to him up on the big screen, and when that came up, and thanks AJ, he saw it up. I think he kind of got a little emotional, tipped his cap, and then that's when the real big applause kind of swooned late into his introduction. But it was good showing on both parts. I mean, there was obviously respect from AJ for the Pirates, and the same from the Pirates to AJ, and a lot of the players afterwards talked about that respect being there. And I'm glad they got the win. I'm sure that they kind of threw the friendship and niceties aside when the game started, but it was softened them up. They buttered them up with that.
Yeah, right.
That got to him in the first.
Oh yeah.
Well, enough of a respect in your mind that they would think about reacquiring him, and the rotation has looked pretty good. There's not an obvious place to slot a pitcher that you would trade for in there, but yet we all know how things can change so quickly in Major League Baseball, and Burnett was a success mostly, except the playoffs last year and except games started in St. Louis. Would you go after Burnett as a depth addition?
I'm going to go with no. I think that it's kind of like when the mother lion takes the cub and helps it learn to hunt. And AJ did that for a couple years. He taught that, he brought an edge, he brought that attitude, he brought that grit that maybe the Pirates had lacked for some years. And now they have it. They're doing it without him. Thanks, but again, where's he going to go in the rotation if you even have him?
Worley would come out, right? I mean, isn't Burnett an upgrade over Vance Worley? I mean, realistically.
Maybe, but again, you don't want to upset the apple cart, and that's something that the Pirates management has been saying every time we talk about, hey, trade deadline's coming, what do you guys think about doing? Well, we like what we have right now, and it's worked. You can't say that it hasn't worked that way. Sure, you'd like to make that a little bit deeper and a little bit more experience come the push in the playoffs, but I don't know. It depends on what it would cost them to get him, first of all, and how willing he's ready to come back and find his place in the team and no longer be maybe that leader that he was.
It is sort of a magical feeling team all of a sudden. They look, to me, like the first 2 months, nothing's going right. This isn't their year. Injuries, Liriano, setback, and now all of a sudden Josh Harrison in the middle of it, Polanco's call-up. Harrison makes the All-Star squad, not even the final vote. Keith Law, among others, ripping the selection. How could you get a guy, him over Billy Hamilton, who can steal you a base if you wanted a specialty part on the bench? This guy's, career .290 on base percentage coming into the year. What do you make of Harrison making Pittsburgh getting respect at strange places?
I love it. I love the pick. I could not be happier for another baseball player like I am for Josh Harrison. That guy, from the moment I moved to Pittsburgh, was a guy that I've gone to in the locker room, and he's helped, giving me sound bites when I've needed him. And this is, when he was not doing as well as he is this year. That was when he was going up and down between Indy and back and forth and couldn't find a spot on the team. So I couldn't be more thrilled from him. And from the aspect of Law saying that about, it happens every year to different guys. They have this magical first half of the season.
It's called having an all-star year.
Exactly. Why you get on the all-star team is because you play well in the first half of the season to make the team. I mean, look at Jeff Locke. So Jeff Locke, he fell off at the end of the year, but that doesn't take away that he was an all-star at the first half of last year.
Right.
It's the same thing. If Harrison falls off, I hope not, but if he falls off in the second half of the year, it's still an all-star year for the kid. So I'm a big proponent of it. I thought he should have made it. But I'm glad that there's not really any, at least voting or controversy to get him onto the team.
Exciting times for the Pirates in Pittsburgh. Baseball thriving again. Justin Rose, Ken Laird, TribLive.com.